Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Monday the 4th of January 2016 and we're addressing the issue of Saudi Arabia expelling Iranian diplomats and the increasing tension in the region. The BBC reported today that Saudi Arabia has given Iranian diplomats 2 days to leave the country amid a row over the Saudi execution of a top Shia Muslim cleric. On Saturday the 2nd of January, Saudi Arabia executed 47 prisoners who had been convicted of terror-related offences. Most of the 47 people executed were Sunnis, convicted of involvement in al-Qaeda-linked terror attacks over the last decade. Sheikh Nimr al-Nimr was one of the 47 and had been a persistent critic of Saudi Arabia's Sunni royal family. He had been arrested many times during the past 10 years and alleged that he had been beaten by the Saudi secret police on one occasion. He had a strong following from Saudi Shia's, especially youth members. Sheikh Nimr was involved in anti-government protests that erupted in Saudi Arabia in the wake of the Arab Spring up to his arrest in 2012. Sunday evening, police came under heavy gunfire in his hometown of al-Jubeir in Saudi Arabia's eastern province, leaving one civilian dead and a child injured, according to the Saudi's press agency. Security forces called the incident a terrorist attack. Saudi Arabia announced it was severing diplomatic relations with Iran after demonstrators stormed the Saudi embassy in Tehran and late on Sunday gave Iranian diplomats 48 hours to leave. It has also recalled its diplomats from Tehran. Saudi Foreign Minister al-Jubeir said Saudi Arabia would not let Iran undermine its security, accusing it of having distributed weapons and planted terrorist cells in the region. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah al-Khamenei, warned that the Sunni Muslim kingdom would face divine revenge for the execution, an act which also angered Shia Muslims elsewhere in the Middle East. This destabilization would certainly unsettle any progress made between the US and Iran and its relationship with Saudi Arabia. Such tensions can only lead to further uncertainty in the financial and commodities markets. The US has already called for leaders across the region to take affirmative steps to calm tensions. Analysts are already saying that Saudi Arabia's decision to sever diplomatic ties with Iran on the heels of its execution of a Shiite cleric could be an ominous sign that something much more serious is in the offing. Fawaz Gerges, Chair of Contemporary Middle Eastern Studies at the London School of Economics, said, "The diplomatic rupture between Saudi Arabia and Iran could easily spiral out of control." He added, "The situation is extremely volatile between the two most powerful states in the Gulf, Sunni-dominated Saudi Arabia and Shiite-dominated Iran. You have a war of words. You have war by proxies. This really could get very ugly and dangerous in the next few weeks and next few months." Retired Lieutenant General Mark Hertling told CNN, quote, "It's possible a more direct military conflict between Saudi Arabia and Iran could erupt." Ian Bremer, president of the Eurasia Group consulting firm, said, "There are domestic reasons for both of these countries right now to refuse to pull punches against each other. Saudi Arabia is dealing with plummeting oil prices and an internal succession battle over who will next take the throne. Iran needs a way to block reformists and Western advances in light of the recent nuclear deal. For both sides, he said, nationalist behaviour can score points at home. That makes this an incredibly dangerous conflict. We have already seen gold rise today by $17, up 1.6%, and silver by 36 cents, up 2.6%. These figures being curtailed or capped somewhat by poor PMI data or manufacturing data being announced by China. The next couple of weeks will prove quite volatile for sure. We hope you found this video interesting and informative, and if so, please give it a thumb up and share it on Twitter. Also, kindly visit our website regularly at www.illuminatisilver.com. Disclaimer: Illuminati silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we're not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent personal views.